Hello, and thank you to everyone in attendance for today's campaign speeches. My name is Victor Manuel Renteria, and I hope to be your president. In terms of my leadership background, I was varsity captain for 2 years in high school. From this experience, I learned a lot in terms of like being a leader on the field and off of it. But what I mean by that is that I had to set the example and like not only perform well for myself, but also I had to encourage my teammates and not be negative towards them. You know what I mean by like saying positive things and telling them, hey, you have to do something a certain way so like we can help out the entire team. And it wasn't like I was yelling at them. It was more like a constructive criticism. So it really helped me learn how to like talk to people and make sure I get the best out of everyone. And that also meant that I had to hold myself to a higher standard. Also, I've taken some speech classes in the past, so it's helped me and prepared me for being a leader in terms of speaking to a lot of people in front of crowds and even in recordings like this one. In terms of making Rio Hondo a better place, I would have activities set up so to increase the school spirit and just make the environment a better place. Like I would have a capture the flag events or dodgeball tournaments. I feel like those would be fun for everyone, and even if like you're not very athletic, anyone could just pick up the game, and it won't be like super unbalanced. And at the end of these kind of activities, there will be prizes such as merch, gift cards, or cash. Who doesn't like that? The next thing I would do is focus on reducing costs like parking, especially since the Rio Hondo parking is kind of bad. So I would hope to reduce the parking costs and maybe even increase the parking spaces so you don't have to really drive that far from your class and then end up having to spend another 5 to 10 minutes walking to your class. So that could be really annoying and it could be frustrating to plan your entire morning or day and then you end up showing up late. Next, I would try to create an inclusive environment. So I mean, just having people around the campus where you could just ask them questions or just try to encourage other people, especially like the upperclassmen, to just be more open and just be able someone to talk to. Just making sure everyone has someone to talk to, so no one feels alone. Especially if you're a freshman, it might be difficult to transition, and especially if you've been online the entire time for like since your junior year and senior year of high school, it would be difficult to make friends, especially if you were just sitting behind the screen the entire time. Also, I would try to focus on keeping the campus clean by trying to go green, which means like solar panels, so reduce spreading toxins into the environment, and that would make just Rio Hondo a cleaner place. That could also just be encouraging students to pick up their trash and having some awareness campaigns, making sure that everyone's aware. Like if you like throw away a piece of trash or like a cigarette or something, then the effects it could have on the environment. Next, I would try to improve student support programs, which means like not only on the campus but also online and having flexible hours so everyone can feel like it works with their schedule and not just certain hours of the day where they can't make it. Because I know a lot of students at Rio Hondo they work, so it's not always easy to schedule a time where they can talk to someone about classes or anything else like that, any financial aid. Next, especially since a lot of people probably want to get back onto campus after being home for 2 years, I would try to encourage students to get the vaccine, which means that you'd have easy and accessible, low cost or no cost at that, where people could get vaccinated or get their vaccine test, rapid test. In addition, you could get the antibody test, so you could know if you're actually cured. And finally, I would like to have like an online advice line where it could just be to help out with projects or with financial aid, just something really accessible and make sure that all students know where they can go to get help because it's not always that clear on the Rio Hondo website, and it would be really beneficial if everyone just knew where to go when they needed a certain thing, whether it be like the Rio Hondo bookstore, the the financial aid or how to choose your classes. So yeah, thank you for listening, and that's the end of the speech.